Welcome back to Reviews and Wheels. Today you're joining me inside a French car. We are inside the Renault Clio V. So the V stands for the 5th generation, right? And before we get into the video or the review, Renault Clio V has made it to the finalist of the South African Car of the Year Awards under the compact car category, right? And it's the only one. It's the only car in that category, right? So it's made it to the finalist. It's the finalist, right? So heading into the review, let's start with the front. The front of the vehicle, very beautiful. I won't lie. It has LED lights, and those LED lights are quite similar to the Renault Megane, right? Like the front kind of sporty, the Renault emblem is mirror effect, so you can basically see yourself well if you go closer, right? And at the bottom it has like fog lights, right? But those fog lights, what's really interesting about those fog lights is that at night when I turn the steering wheel to the side, the left one switches on, and then when I turn to the right one switches on. But when I go straight, none of them are on unless I'm turning. I think it's to show, it's for when you see something on the floor or there's something, then you're able to like see it, understand? And it also has front sensors at the front, right? So that is the car from the front. From the side, it's a nice cute hatch, understand? Very nice. I love the 17-inch alloy rims, very beautiful, stunning, especially with this color because they like black and silverish and a bit of like mirror effect here and there, right? So yeah, that is that from the side. And also another thing from the side is the door handle. Door handles at the back, it's hidden. So I had people ask if this car is a two-seater, because they can't see the door handles like the ones at the front, right? So I'm like, no, it's hidden and it's here. And people are very like fascinated, like wow, because not most cars have that, understand? So that is the car from the side. And from the back it also has LEDs. It has a Renault Clio. On the left is written Renault with the LEDs there. The tail lights, right? So tail lights, and then in the middle it's the Renault emblem with the reverse camera, right? And under that is written Clio. And yeah, I must say the design is quite different from the 4th generation Clio. So yeah, and then what else can I say? Oh yeah, it also has reverse sensors and a camera, so there you good. Now heading into the interior, my favorite place in the Renault Clio V. I won't lie, it is my favorite. So we'll start with the dash. It is a digital instrument cluster, right? On the right we have the gauge bar for the fuel, on the left is the temperature. So in the middle is what is really interesting, right? So top left of the screen, in the middle, in the top left is how much you're averaging per 100 kilometers, right? And in the middle, it differs because you can change the settings through the infotainment system, right? So the infotainment screen is really it's huge. I won't lie, it is huge, and I feel like that is the highlight of the interior, is this big screen which you can control everything in the car basically, right? So with the digital instrument cluster, right, you control it here, so you can change it and to make it like analog and digital, and understand? So heading into like the steering wheel, on the left hand side, we have the cruise control settings, and on the right hand side we have controls for the instrument cluster, where you want to see like your gauge bar, how much you're averaging. So it all differs on what you want to see and what kind of song you're playing, understand? So yeah, that is on the steering wheel. And then behind the steering wheel is another control for the infotainment system. Instead of, for when you're driving, you don't have to actually go there and press. So you can just control the settings here at the bottom while you're looking at the road and the mirrors, understand? So heading into the infotainment screen, very lovely. We have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging. We have 2 USB ports there and an aux port as well. And then here we have our automatic climate control. Very lovely. I love that, because also in the Renault Clio we had the automatic climate control, right? So heading into the, now I'm gonna speak about like the depth of the infotainment screen. Infotainment screen, very easy to use, very simple. However, it is quite advanced as well, but it's easy to use, like, right? So we have the Bluetooth. You can use Bluetooth, and we have MySense, right? So basically MySense is like driving mode, right? So you can alter it, you understand? Excuse me. So we have MySense, Sports, and Eco, right? So another thing about these driving modes is, if you change the driving mode, there's also ambient lighting. So the ambient lighting goes all the way from where the automatic climate control is up until your gear, right? So we see that, and also by the door pockets, that's where we see the interior lighting, ambient lighting, I must say. So with MySense, you can alter it, and you just go to edit current mode, and then you can change like the steering. You can either put it in sport. If not sport, there's regular and there's comfort, right? So that's for the steering in MySense. And then there's lighting, and there are about 6-7 colors to choose from, right? And you can decide if you want it on or off, right? Then we have the cluster setting, so you can choose between eco, comfort, regular, and sport. So that instrument panel, like the cluster, is basically what you see here. So it basically changes what you see here, like the style, you understand? So yeah, that is that. And then there's also the menu. So there's also a navigation, lane keep assist, you know, radio, music, etc, right? So that is the infotainment screen, and that is the highlight of the vehicle for me. It's this and the front of the vehicle, understand? Okay, cool. Heading into the interior, like the seats. I love the seats. It's a combination of leather and cloth, right? And the headrest is giving a sporty vibe. I won't lie, quite sporty, you know, as if you're in a sports car of some sort. Very clever. Shout out to Renault for that. And then yeah, the boot space is quite, it's okay, you know. It's not too big. It's a hatch after all. So yeah. Now heading into what? Now I forgot to mention one thing, is the sound system of the car. The system of the car is it's not the best. It can be better, but it's good, right? So now heading into the power figures of the vehicle. It is 77 kilowatts and 114 newton-meters of torque, 1 liter turbocharged engine, petrol engine, 3-cylinder, and it is priced at 349,000 rand. So everything that I have mentioned, do you think it's worth it? Good question. Now let me head into the things that I like about the vehicle, and I would try and convince you if the car is worth it or not, right? So the thing that I like about the car is the front, the interior, and what else? Yeah, the front and the interior is what I like, right? And what I don't like, and I forgot to mention this, is the gear. The gear is a 5-speed manual, right? And keyless entry, a push to start button, auto hold, and electronic handbrake, right? So what was fascinating for me is we have push to start, electronic handbrake, and auto hold in a manual car. Like, you know, for me that is the first. I've never been in a manual car that has a push to start, that has an electronic handbrake, right? So for me that was different. However, now I'm heading back to what I don't like about the vehicle is the gear. I feel like the gear 1 in this car is not, I don't know, I don't use gear 1 in this car. I feel like gear 2 is better than gear 1, because when in gear 1 the car jerks a lot, and I don't like that. And another thing that I don't like about the car is, okay, no, that is actually just that is my only issue with the car. But overall, yeah, it's a good car. I love the car. So would I recommend it? Would I buy the car? And would I consider it? Yeah, I would say consider the car. I would recommend it to students. Yeah, small car. You know, people from 20 to 27, 32, 20 to 32. I feel like this car is good for that price range. 349,000 per month. I really don't know how much it is, but I'll put the figures at the bottom. So yeah, would I buy the car? I wouldn't, because of the gear. That is my only issue. That's the only reason why I wouldn't buy the car, because even though you have to gear one, then two, sometimes so that's the only reason why I wouldn't buy it. However, if it came in automatic, definitely I would definitely buy the car. So driving impressions of the car, very good, not too bad. It's quite smooth and it is comfortable. The seats are also comfortable, I won't lie. So yeah, man. Also, I just wanted to send a shout out to Renault for the Christmas present. I am actually rocking their merch right now. So yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, share the link with your friends and family, and yeah, man, keep it locked. See you in the next review.